Yo, welcome back to the house where we talk news, celebrities, and hot topics. I want to go ahead and give you guys an update on Married to Medicine. So the reunion is, I believe, filming today, if I'm not mistaken. We have the reunion chart. So it's Jackie and Simone sitting next to Andy. Why are they sitting next to Andy, you ask? Well, because they are the MDs, the OBGYNs, the OG veteran doctors, and so that's why they're sitting next to Andy. Then you have Heavenly and Toya in the middle. Phaedra and Quad on one end, which is super interesting. I think Quad is on one end because she got kicked out, but also I think they want her parallel to Sweet Tea, who's on the end of the other side. Sweet Tea's on the end on the other side, obviously, because she's a newbie. And then Alicia, she's gonna probably pop in for a second, being on the end of Sweet Tea's side. And it's pretty obvious why she's on the end, because she's just a friend of, which I'm kind of surprised that they're even inviting her to the reunion. No tea, no shade. But that's a very interesting situation. So y'all let me know how y'all feel about that in the comments down below. Let's read the comments under the neighborhood talk. Let's see. Okay, Binge-worthy wrote, why is Jackie ... never mind. Chronicles of Surge wrote, now why Heavenly isn't first seat? What did Simone and Dr. Jackie do all season? Love Me Some Sandy wrote, they fired 3 people for Phaedra and she wasn't worth it. Wow. Mr. Jerome Trammell said, I'm not sure why Simone or Jackie even sat next to Andy. If anything, it should be Quad on one side and Heavenly on the other. Why are we acting like Sweet Tea didn't carry this season? But I'm gonna let y'all have that. Bombshell wrote, Quad being last chair is crazy. Dominique said, LOL, seating chart releases these days. Let's see, Kershaw Bear said, Phaedra and Alicia shouldn't even be on the stage. God damn. Why y'all doing Phaedra like that? All right, so anyways, that's the seating chart. Oh, and here is the theme for the reunion. So Sweet Tea told us personally, exclusively, what the theme was and told us what she was wearing and things like that. And in my head, I was like, girl, you was not supposed to be telling us this. You was not supposed to be telling us what you wearing and the theme and all of those things. And I see that she kind of cleaned up her interviews when she got over there to Angela Yee. But it's a very interesting situation. Are you ready for this reunion? I know it's about to come up. Can you tell us what we're wearing? What the theme is?
So the theme is wine country, and it's like flowers and floral. I wasn't a fan of the actual theme, and they sent us like a sheet of paper of all the different looks, and they were so all over the place. So I have no idea what this is gonna look like. I feel like I'm a little nervous.
Do you know what you're wearing?
I'm wearing lavender. I'm wearing lavender, and like it's gonna be, well, you'll see. But I'm gonna say I'm wearing lavender, and there's gonna be some flowers and stuff like that on the dress.
Okay, you know you gotta bring it, Sweet Tea.
I know.
You gotta bring it with the looks. I hope you got a good makeup artist. I hope you got a good hairstylist. Because, baby, like, people, you know, the YouTubers, they do whole videos on the reunion looks, right?
Uh-huh.
So, yeah, you got to bring it. Then you also have to bring your receipts. See, I be trying to school the girls. I tried to school Sonya. I was like, Sonya, I don't listen. I understand that you pregnant and things like that. But, girl, if you don't bring it at this reunion, this is a make or break season. And, child, I was trying to, you know, just let her know that the stakes are high. So I was just trying to let Sweet Tea know that the stakes are high. You cannot come up to the reunion looking any sort of way. And so hopefully she gets it together. Listen, what are we going to be talking about at the reunion? Simone, she's probably going to have to answer to the fact that she is the one that sent Quad home. And so I think that's going to be a hot topic. Dr. Jackie, of course, she's going to have to answer to the fact that she went on to Heavenly's platform years ago and said that Black women be calling wolf and what have you. And it's really interesting because her entire storyline this season is calling for the awareness of the Black maternal mortality crisis. Okay. Heavenly is probably going to have a lot of conversation about Sweet Tea because she bullied. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna say it. She bullied Sweet Tea this entire season on her YouTube channel. And when Sweet Tea had something to say back, she got butthurt at the situation. You said that this lady was less than smart, that she was a downgrade for Dr. G. You said that her body looks like a 67-year-old. but the moment she called you an old lady, you could not take it. And then she said your mama was in hell, okay? Which was so low down and down to the ground on this little TV show. But listen, it definitely made for some interesting Instagram live foolishness. Sweet Tea, she has a lot to talk about. I'm sure she's going to talk about the timeline as far as this endometriosis diagnosis is concerned. You know, the wedding, there's a lot to talk about there. There's just a lot to talk about Dr. G and her relationship and how she gets along with Quad and what Dr. G has told her about Quad, etc., etc. So Sweet Tea has probably a lot to talk about. Phaedra, what are we going to talk about in regards to Phaedra? I mean, Phaedra doesn't have a personal storyline. There's nothing personally going on with Phaedra that we found out. And at first, I was giving her a chance, and I'm like, okay, I'm happy to see Phaedra. And of course, I was still telling the obvious, which is that she's not married to medicine or has no connection to medicine. And the holistic bullshit, I'm not buying it. But apparently, she has a new boyfriend who's a doctor now. So that's interesting. But Phaedra had no personal storyline, so it's just kind of like, sis, what was the purpose? So allegedly, Apollo showed up at the Married to Medicine reunion. I don't know how true that is. I mean, she talked about Apollo twice for like 5 seconds apiece. I'm not sure how that warrants a reunion appearance. I do think he may show up in next week's episode, or they talk about him in next week's episode, I believe. But then again, we only have 4 to 5 episodes left. And so I don't know if that's enough to warrant his presence at a reunion, but to be determined. And then Quad, of course, she's going to be talking about how she feels so betrayed and so hurt by the ladies, how they ousted her from the group, etc., etc. And she's probably going to be speaking about, apparently she's going to reveal some secrets about Dr. G and Sweet Tea and, you know, I don't know, give us some receipts about that and how them being onto the show hurt her deeply. Okay, so it's going to be a really interesting reunion. Y'all let me know how y'all feel about everything in the comments down below. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, and don't forget to create a great day.